Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. This is going to be short and sweet because I need to run out, take the kids to Target to pick out Father's Day cards because Father's Day is tomorrow. We're a little bit behind, but I really wanted to sit down and film this just real quick because of the events of the last few weeks in regards to suicides with, Kate Spade and Anthony Bourdain, and really anytime I hear anything about that, whether it's a celebrity or friend of a friend or whatever it might be, it really gets to me. So I wanted to kind of just sit down and talk about something that I've heard people say a lot in these past couple weeks, which is I can't understand how someone would ever get to that place. So quick apology real quick, my 11-year-old is cleaning their bathroom, so you may hear some banging in the background. She's not happy about it. So, disclaimer, I guess, first of all, I'm not a mental health professional. This is not the same for everyone. I just kind of wanted to put my thoughts out there since I've been talking about this with other people over the past week or so. So, and my thought when someone says, I don't understand how someone could get to that place, let me say first, is I don't either. I don't comprehend it, I guess I should say. Maybe that's a better word. But I also realize and understand that before I had my panic attack last fall, I didn't comprehend being in that place. I was not able to comprehend being completely at the mercy of the messed up chemicals in my brain and my body and being completely out of control. I don't think that you can comprehend it until it happens, even though intellectually, I am aware of it and I can say, oh yeah, that would be terrible, and I can see how that would be terrible. Until it hits you, and it hits for everyone differently, it is impossible to comprehend, and I think that's a good thing. So that's kind of the first thing that I wanted to touch on, is that I feel like it's one of those things that you're not going to comprehend until you're there. And I try not to take it personally when people say that. I feel like sometimes it comes off as, well, I do not even understand why they would do that. I would never do that. They shouldn't have done it either. It sounds a little at first abrasive to me, and I get defensive, but I try really hard to get past that because I know that's not what people mean. And then I also wanted to say kind of about that, is that even though I don't comprehend being in that place, I know how exhausting mental illness can be, whether it's depression, bipolar, anxiety, PTSD. Dealing with these things is hard. It's hard work, and it's hard on your psyche as a whole because you're not in control. You're constantly fighting against something that's trying to hold you back, or put you down, or make you crazy. You're constantly pushing against something, and it gets to the point where you're like, I just want to not have to work for everything, for every good moment. I don't want to have to struggle for everything. And just speaking from the point of view of anxiety, being in that state of constant anxiety just for a couple of months is frightening, and you don't understand really what's happening to your body, and why you can't just get it together, and it really messes with your head. So it's really, really exhausting. And even in my situation, I have an amazing support system. I've been on medication before, I've been in therapy before, I'm kind of part of that whole world. I was only feeling that way really intensely for a couple of months. For people who don't have a good support system, maybe they even have family members or friends, or I've heard friends tell me that they've even heard it from their church telling them that taking medication is a sin, and or it just, you don't want to bring shame on the family. And it seems so crazy to me because I've been in it for so long, but apparently people still say those things, which is just crazy. But if you're someone who, is in that situation where you don't have a good support system, you have people actively telling you not to seek help because it's going to make you even worse person than you already are, then you've got that added on top, and then you're not going to seek help. And if you don't seek help, then people are in this cycle for months and years and even decades. And I cannot even imagine how exhausting that would be. And I have had family members in this situation who have said to me, I just needed it to stop because it's so stressful and painful and scary, terrifying, and it's constant. There is never a break, not for a single moment of a single day. It is constantly wearing on you. So, I don't know, I guess I just kind of wanted to put my, not only opinion, but just ideas about that out there. And then something else that I've seen around, which I think is great, is people talking about checking on your strong friends, which I think is wonderful. But I kind of wanted to take a different twist on that because I feel like, yes, it is great. I love it when I get texts or calls from people or emails or, whatever. Just wanted to check in on you, see how you were doing, how's work been, how are the kids, just wanted to make sure everything was okay. I love it. It's so nice. And then to even have people say, yeah, hey, I haven't seen you in a while. Let's get coffee. Let's go do this. Let's go do that. Again, wonderful. It makes me feel so good when people do that. But I will say, especially if you, I'm going to diverge, I don't know, from my point just a second. But especially if you're texting someone saying, let me know if you ever need anything. How are you? I hope you're doing well. Let me know if you need anything. Someone who's in that position, even me being healthier and being on my medication, if someone says, let me know if you need anything, I'm not going to let them know if I need anything because I don't want to be a burden. And I know that's silly. Some people I will, but it's going to kind of wrap around to the point that I wanted to make, was not just checking in and being present in someone's life, like letting them know that you're there, but being physically present in someone's life, to me, especially as someone who struggles with anxiety, is so important. And what I mean by that is, I love it when people say, hey, we should go get coffee. Yeah, we should. I'm probably not going to plan that. I may not even show up, depending on the day. If I'm having a good day or a bad day, I don't want to go out, or if I don't know where the place is, or I've never been there before, or, there are a lot of reasons that people with anxiety don't do things that seem silly and crazy to the rest of the world. But if I were to have a friend, or a family member just show up on a Saturday afternoon or something, and be like, hey, I, brought you a latte. Let's sit down on the back porch and chat. You got a minute? Or, to have a family member come over and just say, hey, I know you've had a rough week. I just was going to come over and clean your kitchen or something like that. And I think that especially, for someone with anxiety and for someone, with depression too, or any type of, I guess any kind of mental illness, I've read stories about people who, you just can't get out of bed. And people will say, well, if you, would pick up and, make sure your space is clean and neat, and just make sure that you do this and make sure that you do that. And a lot of that is just so overwhelming when you're a person who is in that state where, maybe you don't have a good support system. You are feeling like you shouldn't go ask for help. You shouldn't be taking medication because it's going to make you a worse person. And so you're getting just dragged down and down and down and further down. Those little things are absolutely impossible. So for someone to be physically present and just come over and say, you know, I'm gonna clean your room for you, let me do a load of laundry, I'm gonna wash your dishes, you know, even for someone who can't, because I've been there where you just can't get out of bed, just to come over and, you know, light a candle and sit with them and actually show them that you're there, that they can see you, making that physical connection, to me is so important, because it kind of snaps me out of my reality that I've created in my head. I'm healthy enough now to where when I know that I'm slipping back into that, I can actively seek out other people and say, hey, let's go on Saturday at 10 o'clock and get coffee. Or, hey, family, let's get ready and leave the house and go to Target or something. You know, I can recognize it in myself. But for someone who doesn't recognize it in themselves and doesn't know what to do, or is already to the point where they can't do anything, I just feel like that's so important, to literally see someone in front of you there that can actually hold your hand. It's much easier to send a text or check in on someone on Facebook or whatever, and like I said, all of that is wonderful. It still makes me feel great when people do that. But there's just something so special about being physically present in someone's life. So I just kind of wanted to throw that out there. I've really been thinking about that. Please don't everyone I know like show up tomorrow afternoon with coffee. Yeah, that would be weird. And you know, you may do that for a friend and they may send you away, and that's okay. But even seeing the fact that you were willing to give up some of your time and physically go to them, and you know, that you were willing to make that effort, I think speaks volumes. So yeah, that's kind of my spiel, I guess. Not really a spiel, I just kind of wanted to get all those thoughts out. And I haven't really done a sit down, you know, chat about mental illness type video in a while. We've been really busy. I've been kind of, I don't know, down. Things in the world are just taking their toll on me. So yeah, I kind of just have been trying to find happiness in happy things, and not really sit down and make myself focus on difficult things, which is not always good, but sometimes it's just what's going to get you through the day. So yeah, that's all. I gotta get the kids ready. We gotta head to Target, pick out cards, get ready for Father's Day tomorrow. So thank you so much for watching. Please subscribe if you would like to come back, you know, and see some more videos, be a part of our little community here. You can also find me on Instagram at Mom Diaries. I also have a business page on Facebook, same name, Mom Diaries. I'm getting ready to start some events in there. I'm still kind of brainstorming to see what I want those to be, but I really want this channel and any other space that I am creating, you know, on social media to help people. I got a little emotional. Help people, inspire people to be the best versions of themselves. There's been a lot of things that have happened in my life that, you know, I would never say I'm an expert on anything, but I just have this desire to reach out and maybe be able to help someone else in the same situation and create some sort of community of people that can support each other and lift each other up, and, you know, be there for each other and just be a positive space and light within all the craziness. So I didn't mean to get all heavy and emotional, but like I said, it's been a rough couple of weeks for me, just mentally. So on that note, yeah, again, didn't mean to get all weird on you guys. But yeah, subscribe, find me on social media. My little end card will have all my handles. You know, I love talking and sharing and hopefully helping to start conversations that will be helpful and uplifting to you all and to me, because goodness knows we all need it. So that is it for real this time. I love you guys. Thank you so much for watching. I appreciate it so much, and I will see you in my next video. Bye.